Hello, everyone. Join me today as we talk about 504 plans and IEPs. And my goal today is to help give you everything you need to know about the process. Today, we're going to talk about something that so many parents have questions about: 504 plans and IEPs. What are they? Which one is best for your child? What are the pros and cons? And most importantly, how do you actually get one? So if you've ever felt confused or frustrated by the school system, drop a yes in the comments. And if your child already has a 504 IEP plan, then please tell us which one they have and what's working for you. I love to hear your comments. And don't be shy. This is a safe space for us all to learn and share. So let's break down in simple terms what a 504 plan and IEP is, because I know we all have these acronyms and it can get confusing. So a 504 plan, think of this as a support system within a general education setting. It ensures that children with disabilities get accommodations to help them succeed in the same classroom as their peers. It's covered under Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, which is a civil rights law, not a special education law. So let's say, for example, your child has ADHD and struggles to focus during tests. A 504 plan might allow extended time or a distraction-free environment to help them perform at their best. An IEP, which stands for Individualized Education Program, well, this is a more intensive plan. It falls under the Individuals with Disability Education Act, IDEA, and is designed for students who need specialized instructions beyond accommodations. So an IEP is legally binding, and it includes specific learning goals, accommodations, and sometimes therapy services like speech or occupational therapy. So let me give you an example. If your child's ADHD significantly impacts their ability to complete assignments or stay on grade level, an IEP might provide one-on-one support or modify the assignments, or even provide small group instruction. So a quick way to remember is a 504 plan changes how a child learns, accommodations. An IEP changes what they learn, specialized education. All right, so let's talk about the advantages and drawbacks of each so we can figure out what's best for your child. What are the pros and cons of a 504 plan? It's easier to qualify for, less paperwork, fewer hoops to jump through. It provides flexible accommodations. It helps kids with things like extra time, seating arrangements, note-taking help, all of these little things that we don't think about, but things that they really could use. It also has no major curriculum changes, so your child stays in the general education classroom. What are the cons of a 504 plan? It doesn't provide specialized instruction. So if your child needs more than just accommodations, this may not be enough. It has less oversight. There is no requirement for yearly goals or progress tracking. And schools have the flexibility on how they want to enforce those accommodations. And so therefore that means the accommodations can vary from school to school. What are the pros of an IEP? It's legally binding. Schools are required to follow the plan and meet specific goals. It provides special education services, tailored support like therapy, modified curriculum, and individualized learning plans. It has a stronger accountability aspect to it. Progress is reviewed annually with input from teachers and specialists and parents. But what are the cons of an IEP? It's harder to qualify for. Your child must go through formal testing and meet specific eligibility criteria. It requires more paperwork and meetings. The process takes longer and requires ongoing advocacy. And it can feel overwhelming, especially for parents unfamiliar with the special education laws. So now that we know the difference, how do we actually get the ball rolling? Here's a simple step-by-step guide to starting the process. Request an evaluation. Put it in writing. If you think your child needs a 504 plan or an IEP, send a written request to the school. This can be addressed to the teacher, principal, special education department, just be specific about the challenges your child is facing and why you believe support is necessary. Here's a pro tip: keep a paper trail. Emails work great because they create a record for your request. 2, know your rights. Schools are required to respond within a certain time frame, usually within 30 to 60 days. So if they deny the request, you can ask for an independent educational evaluation, IEE, that's what it stands for, at the school's expense. 3, attend the meeting. Once the evaluation is done, you'll meet with a team, including teachers, specialists, and school administrations, to review the results and decide whether your child qualifies. If they do, they'll help you create a plan. Here's a pro tip: bring any relevant documents, doctor notes, private evaluations, teacher feedback, and strength of your case. 4, follow up with an advocate and be an advocate. These plans are not a set it and forget it. You should review them annually and speak up if things aren't working. Unfortunately, sometimes schools don't follow through, so it's your job to stay involved. So before I wrap up, I want to share a few common mistakes parents make when going through this process so you can avoid them. 1, waiting too long to request a reevaluation. Don't wait until your child is really struggling. Early intervention is key. 2, not pushing back if denied. Schools sometimes deny requests to save resources, but you have the right to appeal decisions. 3, not monitoring the implementation of the plan. Check in with your child and with the teachers to make sure accommodations are happening the way you and your teachers have laid it out in that plan. And my final thoughts is that every child deserves the right support to thrive in school. If you're feeling overwhelmed, know that you're not alone. There are advocates, parent groups, and resources to help you along the way. And if you found this video to be helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please like it, subscribe to the video, comment on it, and share the video with other parents or friends or families or colleagues who might need this information. And if you want more ADHD or parenting strategies or more mental health videos in general, make sure you follow me for updates and you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and I'll see you on the next live. Take care.